like reading books for free? Yes, you heard it right. In today's video, I'll tell you how you can either read books for free or pay so much less than what you actually pay and save money. Hello you guys, and this is Kavya Agarwal. Welcome to the space of books, poetry and warm hugs. I hope you are doing great and I'm back with another video. So if you're anyone who loves to read books, who has a thing for poetry and who loves anything related to books, then you should subscribe to this channel right now and get yourself updated with every new video every Wednesday and Saturday. So before we get deeper into today's video, I would first like to announce the result of the giveaway which I recently hosted, in which the books Tuesdays with Mori and The Great Gatsby were to be given. So the winner of the giveaway is Swati Shri Jena. Congratulations Swati Shri, and if I pronounce the name wrong then excuse me for that. But congratulations and thank you to everyone who participated in the giveaway, and also sorry if I would have been able, I could have made all of you the winner, but I can't do that. So with saying that, I have also decided that every month I will host one giveaway because I was overwhelmed with response. I got a great response and I really think that a giveaway can be a great idea to spread happiness to, because books, who doesn't love books? So just as I said in the title and before, you can read books for free. So I will tell you a few ways in which you can get access to books and imbibe the best out of them without paying anything or something very less. First on my list is audiobooks. I know the essence is not as enriching as paperbacks, but guys, trust me, I discovered audiobooks not a long time back. It was 3 months maybe, something like that. I discovered audiobooks, and I wouldn't say that experience is a bad experience. It's a great experience. It might not be as intimate as a paperback, but it is soothing nonetheless. It's good to hear audiobooks. You know, these people who narrate the audiobooks are trained on how to narrate them to maintain the essence of the book and not to kill it. There are various platforms which provide you audiobooks on a subscription basis. There is I tried Storytel, I tried Script, I tried Audible. All of them are good, but amongst these, if I have to give one name, I'd say Storytel was better than the rest of the two because they are slightly more expensive than Storytel. A subscription of Script costs something around 800 per month, although affordability and costly or not costly differs from everyone. I personally wouldn't prefer spending 800 a month in audiobooks, although it's still less than a paperback because one single paperback cost you from something between 200 to 400, and hardcovers even, there's no limit to that. So that is it. And if you don't even want to pay that, this is the surprise element. This is my trick, my hack, and I just want to give it to you also. If you even don't want to pay that, then you can go for podcast series. Like on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, there are podcast series where there are entire books in audio format. Not segments, but entire books and audio segments, and you don't have to actually pay anything at all. Nothing. You just have to get started with that and enjoy yourself. If you want, you can comment down and I can share my audiobook playlist with you all. So if you want a separate video on that, do tell me. But you can go on Spotify and just randomly search reading books, audiobooks, and the books will come up. Search for whichever book you want to read and that book will come up. So second is Kindle. I know most of you would come at me and say Kindle costs so much, how is it cost efficient? But trust me, this is a one-time investment. Once you get yourself a Kindle, you have the access to this whole ocean of books. Like, okay, right now I have one book open, I'll show you. So you get to access the whole Amazon Kindle e-store, and there are so many books that you will absolutely consider it a worth investment. here we again have a surprise element. Before you say that again, if we have to buy ebooks on from the Amazon Kindle store, then what is the use? How are we saving on money? Two things I'd say here. First, ebooks cost less than paperback. So certainly, yes, you are saving money over here. Second, I have a hack. You might know it, you might be acquainted with it, and that hack is you can download PDFs in your laptops, your mobiles, your regular device, and you can mail it to your Kindle, and the Kindle will convert those PDFs into ebook format, and you can read them from absolutely free. Absolutely free. You don't even have to buy the ebooks, not a single penny. There are many sites which will provide you the PDF of any and every book for just nothing, like absolutely free. So there are sites like librarygenesis.com, pdfgen.com, and there are many more sites. I will link them down in the description box so you can easily have access to them. Yes, Kindle is a way in which you can enhance your reading experience without paying too much, without having to, pay a lot. A very economical solution it is. Third is book fairs. This might not seem something very favorable right now because of the pandemic situations. We don't have public events happening events like book fairs where public gathering happens, and even if it happens, I wouldn't recommend you to just go out there in the whole crowded areas. No, don't. But when the situation gets normal, you can also refer to this, because in book fairs, publication houses set up their stalls and the books are available for a very nominal cost. Though they might be quite expensive in their regular days, the paperbacks might cost you a lot, but in book fairs they are available at a very nominal cost and it is totally worth it. Okay, so the fourth point on my list is online sales. Every year on platforms like Flipkart, Amazon, there are sales like Big Billion Sale and Great Indian Festival, and these sales are actually beneficial. You can save a lot of money. The books which regularly cost for 400, 450, in these sales they are available within 200, and there are like discounts from 50 to 70%, so you can save a hell lot in these sales. So just keep an eye. Try to have a record that when these sales are coming up, and I will make separate videos if you want, that how do you manage to get the best deals out of the sale, because that is a bit tricky. So yes, keep an eye on these sales. These sales are very important to you if you want to save money on buying books. They can be very useful and very economical to you. For the fifth point, we have buying old books and second-hand. I know like most of you wouldn't prefer, because if you're someone like me, you must have this habit of annotating your books personally. So there are chances that you wouldn't like already annotated books and scribbled books, but still you can go for old and second-hand books. You can just choose the condition. You can just have a look at it personally, and you can go for old and second-hand books. That is a very economical means. Nowadays even Amazon and Flipkart gives you the option of used book. But apart from that, you can go to these Instagram pages. There are many Instagram pages that sell old and second-hand books at a very feasible cost, and sometimes they even throw in shipping. So I don't think so you can get better deals. So keep an eye and follow them. And another tip, that if you cannot just particularly find those pages, although I will link some of them in the description box, but if you still are not able to find pages that suits your need, you can follow the hashtags second-hand books, hashtag used books. So in that manner, the post will automatically reach to you. That is one thing I do, that whichever thing I want to reach me, I just follow that hashtag related to it and they reach it to you yourself. So that is another way in which you can save lots of money. Sixth is book exchanges. Lot of you might know about it, but if you follow Bookstagram accounts, booktubers, then these accounts and these bookstagrammers and booktubers like us, like me, we organize book exchanges wherein different people from across the country or across the globe, however we want to frame it, participate in those book exchange, and everyone sends each other a book, and in that manner there is a very beautiful circulation of books and everyone gets to read books for something next to free. So that is a very good means to not only read but to also communicate with people who are into reading, to create a circle which always helps you in enhancing your experience of a particular book or the reading experience as a whole. And apart from these classic book exchange, there are pages like, I know one for now, like Books on Delhi Metro. What these pages does is they send out books for free. They'll just ask you to do certain steps, and in the pre-pandemic condition they used to leave books at certain metro stations, so someone who wants that book or someone who gets to come across that books can pick it up and take it with them, and after they have read it they put it again in circulation, so in that manner the book does not just sit in a bookshelf but keeps on regulating and keeps on reaching new readers every time. These initiatives are very great, so you should try to be, a part of it if possible and extract the best out of it. For sixth, we have giveaways. Like, you all are very well aware of giveaways. Even I held a giveaway on my channel recently. If you're a subscriber, you know. If you're not subscribed right now, so that you don't miss the future giveaways. So yes, I organized a giveaway on 300 plus subscribers, and people do organize huge great giveaways on different occasions, so you should keep an eye on them. The participation process is very simple. You just have to maybe follow them, comment on their post and other things like that. That can help you lay hands on some very beautiful and amazing books. Even these publishing houses organize giveaway for some exclusive editions. The exclusive editions which can cost you your kidney maybe, they give it for free in the giveaways. So you should totally keep a check on those giveaway and try to literally just win it, because they are totally worth it and they help you save a lot of money. And for 8th, let's come back and get a bit old school. Libraries. Libraries are like a paradise for book lover, and I don't even need to put it out there because that is the eternal truth. That is some implicit truth which does not even need to be stated. Like, I live in Agra and we don't have some great libraries over here, but I've been in Delhi, I've been in other places, and I know there are great, beautiful libraries out there, and I don't know of a reading experience better than sitting in the middle of a very quiet and tranquil library. And the libraries obviously do not cost you much. They have a very, very nominal subscription charge, monthly or yearly. Their subscription charge is sometimes even less than what you'll spend at McDonald's. So yeah, it is that less. And libraries never disappoint you. So libraries it is, the last and the best way out there to save money and read, and not just read but fall in love with reading at all. So that was it for today's video. I hope you save a hell lot of money after watching this video and after implementing these ways. And if you like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment down whatever topics you want the video on. And if you guys wish to support me, then you can support me by sharing this video amongst your friends and help everyone save money. So that was it for today's video. Thanks for being a part of this video, thanks for watching it till the end. I'll see you in next video. Take care and do whatever makes you happy. Thank you.